Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more League of Legends Season 10 action. I am very sick right now, but I'm joined by a co-caster who's a different type of sick. It's Logical Dota. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good. That was crazy. But
I still got it. We are here tonight for two also type of sick teams. It's Draiden Fanclub taking on Mrcrazyguy Fanclub. It is the war of fan clubs, and a lot of really big name players on both of these teams. A number of very high regarded Lads players between guys like Sasquatch, two-time Lads champion Sasquatch, two-time Lads champion Bulljax, Lads champion DOS, 7K gamer Ultra Gunner, I mean Sev, Filski, some very, very good gamers in this game. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen here.
yeah, same. Definitely wanted to cast the series because it's one of the games I had a bunch of my friends. Should be pretty good. I don't think either of these teams are like super outmatched the other.
Alright, so apparently we are remaking because we made the game without Nier because Nier was not here, and now Nier's arrived, so we're remaking, so we're leaving the lobby already. So if
Makes
you were
sense.
we're going to have to redo everything probably. But it's okay. We just need to wait for someone to make a lot. Oh, there it is. We are in it. Very cool. Looking over at team records though, now we actually have Nier Nier in the lobby. Mrcrazyguy Fan Club, they're currently sitting at 5-5. Draiden Fan Club also sitting at 5-5. The two teams got that at 5-5 with a different method of getting there. Draiden Fan Club, they've won one series, lost one series, drawn four. Mrcrazyguy Fan Club won two, lost two, drew only one.
Hmm. I'm not sure what to do with that information, Badger.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with it either, but it's information nonetheless. You know, I'm trying to get from here where we are, sitting in the lobby, to sitting in the draft screen where we can discuss the visual stimuli on our screens, the heroes, the picks, the bans. But alas, poor us. We're here watching these two teams have difficulty launching a Dota 2 lobby and getting proper players in place. But it's okay. We're back. We're back. We're back. They didn't mark. This is why I host the lobbies. They didn't mark the game properly. What can you do?
Would they mess up?
They didn't put the little. They didn't mark
Oh,
it as a
this is
best of
three. I see.
three, so it'll probably end up being two BO1s on the ticket. Hopefully, they mark it properly for game two, but I don't think they will. Maybe I'll tell them passive aggressively. You never know.
Mhm. All right, draft. uh, are they really like CM? I guess is the just the go-to when Ench is bad now. DOS here. They played it 2 games in their last series. That was a decent bit of time ago, 11 days ago, but they first picked it at both games. Zeus Dawnbreaker, sheesh. Okay, we you saw a lot of this yesterday, right? Four-play team. I don't know. I could not hear you, Badger.
Did I mute my mic or something? How long have I been
No,
muted for?
no, I mean you weren't. I don't know if you're muted on the stream, but your thing was it was like lighting up on Discord, but I just wasn't hearing any sound, so like I knew you were talking. But
How long are you not hearing me for?
uh, from when I stopped talking to when I started talking again.
Oh, I remember. I muted my mic to cough.
I see. I see.
I forgot to turn it back on. My baby, my baby. But I'm back. We have a Batrider though. We saw a lot of Batrider bans last night, if memory serves. And tonight we end up seeing an 8-pick Batrider. I know it's a hero that Hobbs loves in the off lane, a hero that Festival's very good at in the mid lane. I think Sasquatch even plays at 4 as well, so they have a lot of options here for playing this Batrider hero in different roles.
Yeah, I mean support Batrider is quite bad now, in my opinion. But the Sasquatch has picked worse heroes, probably.
I mean, we've seen them. Yeah, we've seen some over the season some really weird picks from Sasquatch. I'm actually a little bit surprised that the Dire banned out the Knicks. If anything, I would expect them to go for the Knicks, but I guess they're protecting both their Dawnbreaker. I guess Knicks counters every hero in the game right now.
They just stole Suss's draft. They saw what happened to them, and they just. I guess they lost both games, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. They did.
But they saw that the Knicks fucked up the Zeus Dawnbreaker, and then they banned it second game on Sus, and they're just gonna straight up ban it this game. I don't think that's actually happening, but this is just a common duo that's pretty good.
I wouldn't be that opposed to 15 picking the Knicks for the Dire though, because it's really going to see him in that as well. So it's not like it's bad for the Dire. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of Knicks recently, both in the pro games and in the amateur games. We're just seeing a big upswing in Knicks picking, so it would have made some sense for Dire as well this game.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Knicks has definitely been trending upwards. I still don't know if the hero's like a go to, but it certainly has some good matchups in current meta.
I know Jinx likes the hero, but it comes down to at that point where do you put your heroes? Because it means probably Dawnbreaker core or Zeus mid. Maybe you could put like Nyx 4, Zeus 5, Dawnbreaker 3 or 1, but that just seems possibly against what Mrcrazyguy Fanclub are going for stylistically, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I don't think they would have like I don't think their lane matchups would get super ruined, but yeah, I agree. I think that you want to keep this Zeus as a floor flex for as long as possible. I know, like most of the time, it just ends up being four, right? So having Nyx and Zeus in that sense wouldn't make a whole lot of sense because you're just like forcing the. I mean, Zeus can go five, but it's certainly less common.
I guess you could put the Nyx 5 as well, but I know Jinx is a big Nyx enthusiast, and I don't think I've ever seen Nephilim play it, so I think Nyx 5 would be a little bit adventurous if they went in that direction.
Mhm.
A lot of time being spent in this ban phase. And over a minute of reserve time being used by Mrcrazyguy Fanclub on these, mostly these last two bans, the Marcy and this now Bloodseeker ban.
Yeah, some pretty solid heroes overall. Marcy's second phase band again. It has just kind of been ignored by in this series and the last Sus series. Sus versus Blue Blucher revamped, where it was just second phase band both games. No. It was pick game one, but it was very low priority, which we're both surprised.
It was like either 23 or 24 pick if memory serves. Like, it was very late in the draft, but this time it's like, you know what? No Bloodseeker. Ban it out. We don't want to deal with it. Maybe it's just one of those heroes that they're a little bit scared of near playing this game, and well, it is no longer in the cards. It cannot be played any longer.
Yeah, I mean, Bloodseeker CM is like a classic line that's just really strong. Bloodseeker in general is just probably like one of the more consistent carry heroes. Laning is really strong. Your timing is really easy to play off of. Just the Maelstrom BKB, and it scales phenomenally well. Like it's solid in the early game, that scales well as well. Reasonable ban. The Disruptor, that's a hero. Guess it's decent against Spat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hero that Nephilim has played a lot in the past. Like, for years. Like, this is one of his go-to picks for years. So I guess it's not too surprising he's gone for it here, but it is definitely not one of the preferred meta supports in that sense. But still, I think Disruptor is it's pretty powerful right now.
Yeah, I think so. I never liked this hero, to be honest, but I
Yeah,
think
okay,
that
I don't have a tangible reason for liking it. I just like
uh,
it.
yeah, that sure, that's fair. I'll tell you that I think that in like below Pro Dota, it's really hard to make Disruptor look good because like the supports always end up being really poor. I think, like especially in these League of Lads games, unless like some like very extreme things happen. I think that especially the five positions end up being poorer than their counterparts in professional matches, and Disruptor especially struggles with that because I think this hero, like I mean, this game Delane will probably be good because you'll be able to kinetic field Batrider, and then you'll be able to cancel the glimpse or cancel the CM ulti with glimpse from really far away. But I think going on later into the game, ever since they changed the shard so you can no longer target it on your teammates, I think this hero kind of relies on the Aghanim Scepter and the Aghanim Scepter ulti with the 15 talent for +2 seconds on your ult to be strong. And I think that in like all of these amateur games, Disruptor ended up just like either not going for the Ags because they know that they're not going to make that much money, or they just end up not finishing the Ags until like minute 45.
One of those things, though, when you finish it, it is one of the biggest axe upgrades in the game. I mean, muting items is a very, very rare trait. And I mean, this Batrider, big BKB enthusiast, Void Spirit, often makes an item like Yules or BKB along those lines. So this game having that axe static storm could be a big deal. But yeah, that 4,200 gold investment, as you mentioned, in lads games could take a while to get. And I'm feeling enthusiastic for Nephilim's ability to either get some farm or more likely get some assist gold from team fights.
I don't think he's going to finish an Ags Badger, I'll be honest. I think the Disruptor pick will probably be justifiable because yeah, Salt against Bat and cancels the CM ulti, and now with the Void Spirit pick as well, you're able to get the instant static storm down to catch him depending on the situation. I'll be surprised if he gets an Ags before minute 40.
You know, I will take that bet. Either he will buy it
Okay.
before minute 40, or they'll win the game before that. If they win in 21 minutes, then that doesn't count.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I was wrong then, but yeah. It's like, it's kind of weird against Clock. You can, if your glimpses cooldown, because you probably want to be glimpsing the Crystal Maiden ulti, then you're kind of just food for Clockwork, but you can also kind of save your cores by just glimpsing the clock after his hook. This is a big LC now. Mrcrazyguy Fanclub. I guess it's good against Batrider because you got the Dispel for Lasso. I don't like this pick though.
It comes down to then where you're putting the Stormbreaker carry Legion 3, you're putting the Legion carry Dawnbreaker 3, you're putting the Dawnbreaker
Well,
mid. How exactly are you manning these heroes if you're Dire now?
I'm happy that they're not making it Dawnbreaker 3 because I think their lineup would be lacking like catch. Like they would have nothing that goes through BKB. Funny enough, yeah, like sure they have Disruptor Ags, but you're not going to get to it. And so this Voice Spirit, this Batrider has a BKB, and then if Dire tries to catch them with Zeus Dawnbreaker Disruptor 345, they're just not going to die. They're just going to press BKB and walk away. And so I would prefer to have seen. Yeah, I would prefer to see the Dawnbreaker either pause 1 or pause 2.
So I guess maybe they're thinking at this point. I'm putting two and two together. It looks like it's going to be probably a Batrider offlane. So in that sense, maybe you put the Legion 1, Dawnbreaker 3, and then that's your Batrider lane counter. Like, all right, you get sticky napalm to purge off breast the attack. Problem solved. Maybe.
I don't think you need LC. Like Batrider in lane is actually like quite weak, I would say. Yeah, inside lanes at least, like early on, I think this hero is not the strongest. Maybe with Clock, it'll be like a kind of potent lane, but I think especially with the Disruptor pick, Disruptor is like a big counter to Batrider. You can't Firefly over Kinetic Field, so you end up just getting caught by it a lot. I think you can pick Disruptor plus like any normal carry, and you should be fine. I don't think you need to lane the LC against it. Spectre pick. It's I don't like it that much, but it will be able to prey on these squishy int supports most likely. Disruptor and Zeus. I mean, I have to imagine it's like hard to get on Zeus. Like, I guess you can chase him after the jump because of the spectral dagger slow. But I mean, I imagine you'd rather play against like a Rubik or something where you just like manta and then he can't do anything to you.
So it ended up being the Bristleback carry, the Dawnbreaker mid in the Legion Commander offlane. Over under on number of sticks in the top lane, 3.5 at minute 0. Do you want over or under?
Sticks. I mean, this is gambling because I don't know. Like, so it's Bristle Disruptor versus Bat Clock most likely.
Yeah. I'm thinking 4 sticks.
Um, yeah. It. I'm trying to think. Disruptor Bristol should definitely buy it. Bat Rider should also buy it. I'm thinking about if Clock buys it or not. I don't think Clock will buy it.
It is most certainly a very good. I mean, 3-6 versus 4-6. Very good lane to buy sticks. Looking at the overall drafts here, I think I really like this Dire draft. They seem to have these sort of like meta run at you type heroes, 3 very strong cores who can fight, and I think the question is whether or not Nier will have the items he needs to stop this Bristleback timing when he's online. And given what I saw last night, I'm feeling real good for the Bristleback team. So I'm thinking that that's Dire will win game 1. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I agree. I like their draft more as well. It's they just got like this really early timing against Spectre. Their lane matchups are pretty solid. They just got better heroes overall in the meta, I'd say.
I was in it's obviously not like a fully predictive thing. It's like, all right, if you have the better hero, you're going to win. But in general, the team that has the better heroes in the meta is probably going to win. I can tell you, I like these Dire heroes, man. I mean, we've been seeing a big upswing in Zeus picks, in Dawnbreaker picks, and Bristleback picks. These are heroes on the rise that they've been picking. We've been seeing a bit of Legion picks as well, a little bit less successful in the pro scene, but these are heroes the pro scene to be favoring more and more as time goes on. And Radiance, they have Batrider offlane, which you're not a fan of. We have this Spectre hero who is definitely not the biggest meta carry right now, so it'll be interesting to see exactly how Radiance execute on their strategy here.
Yeah, Bat offlane is just kind of unsuccessful overall unless you're Whisper. Like Beast Coast is really successful with it, but aside from that, I think it's been very niche and only if there's some kind of like major counter pick for the mid lane, which I can't even think of. I mean, Dire's heroes, except for Disruptor Legion, definitely very meta, very high priority.
I know this is off topic, but I love how, like, so many different like South American offlaners have like an offlane hero that only they're good at. Where it's like, all right, you have Whispers, like the only good offlane bat player. And you have like Sacred, like the one good offlane Weaver player. I just love that it's that sort of dynamic in South America. It's very fun to watch. Versus NA, it's a little more orthodox with the way we pick things, sadly.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely true. Yeah, actually, are there heroes like that where it's just you can't give them to certain players?
Yeah, Dark Mago also with Batrider, another very, very good South American Batrider player, but also not in the offlane, in the middle lane instead.
Yeah,
While Batrider's in the mind of all heroes.
I can't think of any. Anyways,
Back in the day, the K1 Wraith King, that's a number of passes ago.
I mean, K1 Alchemist I think was a bigger deal. In at was it TI8, TI7?
Oh
I think it was
yeah, I
TI8,
remember. I think it was
TI8.
8. I
I
think it
think
was 8.
yeah, TI8. Alchemist was banned every game except for one where Navi picked it on 5 before they had the chance. So he like literally El Prohibitiva or however.
That's how you do it, Just ensure he's not playing his hero all tournaments. Ended up working out for the opponents a lot of the times there. We're seeing in this Dire side jungle, Dire knows somebody's here. They smoked up and it popped. Hobbs is in the trees with Doss, and I'm not sure if they actually want to be here anymore. Hobbs is on the run. He's been thunderstriked by Nephilim. Sasquatch comes in, has batteries help to zone away the Dire. Dire win the trade, but they do not get a kill on Hobbs.
It's all getting Hobbs is low at the start of the lane. He'll be like probably 60% health by the time the lane start. No, probably a little bit more than that. Nothing massive though.
Sasquatch is actually a psycho. He might just die for this. He's being slowed by that Thunderstrike. He has a stick and rear protection, so I guess maybe he's just that tanky. He's fine. But instead, it's Doss being run out. We're seeing a ton of action in the river right now. It's just Doss being body blocked by Jinx. He's napalm for sure, but still. The first blood is drawn by the mid Dawnbreaker of Sev. Fantastic start to the game for Sev now.
Try harder.
Yeah, that's really nice. He's gonna have a bottle minute 1. And this lane already was like pretty good for Dawn. I mean, it's pretty good in that Void Spirit can't pressure you. I think we had this exact mid matchup last night. But
We did.
Dawn or Voice Spirit can't pressure Dawn, and you just kind of farm a lot faster than Hero because it can be awkward to farm small camp on Void Spirit unless it's stacked a bunch. Also, before the game starts, I have to do the honorary festival. Put this obs word here. It's bad. Festival, if you're listening, don't do this because if someone puts a sentry to block your small camp, which is very common, which would be very common in Dawnbreaker matchups because a lot of the times they revolve around small camps. Then the sentry that would block your camp would also get your ward. Do warded.
I can't actually draw during the pause, but
Yeah.
I'm drawing an X mark and a frowny face, so. Oh, wait a minute. There's no way, right? Okay, I'm getting 49 ping. It's a server.
I'm cooling at 9 to 20 ping. I'm bouncing from 9 to 20.
So it's the server problem. It's definitely the server. Because we're on East, except East is not working. East is just not working apparently. Because I look, this is definitely East. I don't get 50 ping to West, but I also don't get 50 ping to East. I get a lot less than that.
Yeah, I would get like 60 or 70 to west. But I'm like, it's a little bit. My ping's a little bit larger than usual, but
You see,
I don't know.
Filsky flamed me too. I didn't even host this lobby, man. I didn't even host this lobby, Filsky.
That is true. You actually did not host this lobby.
I was complaining that I wasn't hosting the lobby. At that, I was complaining like, yeah, man, they didn't mark the things properly. So I am on the record not hosting this lobby. What can you do?
Neff is okay, I think. Oh,
Hobbs
never
will
mind.
get the kill,
Nice. Nice.
and he'll get it eventually. Eventually. Though Ultra may go for a counter kill, Hobbs popped his stick. Ultra has a bit of mana and a stick and a mango to work with. He'll go for this kill. Sasquatch has a fantastic cogs, though, keeping his offlane Batrider alive.
Yeah, I think Neff just kind of stepped up too far with too many stacks. Level 2 Batrider is actually like extremely weak damage-wise. Neff ended up having like 6 or 7 stacks on him though, so he died, but when you really have to start worrying is level 3. Oh, Sev solo kill, I missed it.
Level 3 in the river. Seth solo kills Festival at the Water Runes. They were brawling for a while and back up the tail into that one. Festival, again, actually, for the first time, dead, but again, Seth getting a kill. He's 2-0 at minute 2. You don't see that very often.
Yeah, and especially getting early levels on Dawnbreaker. He might be like level 6 at like minute 4. Like imagine a Dawnbreaker just ults into your lane minute 4.
Sounds very scary.
Yeah, and they have like... You're probably not killing bottom unless they overcommit on you. But the top lane could definitely die. Like the bat goes in on this disruptor, tries to kill him, or the bristle, and then you should Dawn ult heal.
I think bot's definitely killable with the way they've been playing. I mean, look at the regen on terms of Dawson and Nier. It's not that high. I mean, Nier is very low in this lane right now. So I wouldn't be that shocked if, say, he's like 2/3 HP when Dawnbreaker it's 6, and then it's like, alright, Solar Guardian in, you get the kill.
Yeah, it definitely could be the case. Oh, Filsky is fine, I think.
Damaged, but still fine. Right now, Nier is still man fighting with the Jinx, but nobody should die in this lane. Unless Doss dies, but I don't think he dies. Yeah, he's not gonna
Finish
die.
Corrosion. Oh no, see that's pretty surprising. I think Oob makes a lot of sense. I haven't seen people buy Corrosion on this hero though. Have to see how it works out. Filsky plays this hero a lot though, so this could be a build that's trending, or it could just be something that he likes.
It is big trades in the bottom lane. Everybody but Nier is low, but nobody will die. Instead, it's middle lane again going by Sasquatch, but Sev will dodge the gank, going to the Water Rune on the east side instead. So a lot of attempts across the map, but no kills anywhere.
Almost got Sasquatch's curry. Solid play by Sasquatch. He knows his Oyster's having a hard time, so he does. He just comes mid to secure the... Festival is taking a lot of damage, but I don't think he dies.
Came very close to dying, though. I mean, he had to assimilate, so he would have been fine anyways, but that's still...
He might die to this Celestial Hammer.
It is in. The damage, the tick, it is expired, and Festival will dodge the death for now, but he's still a very, very sad man. Stab's level 6 right now. Festival level 4. I mean, this is just a bloodbath in favor of Sev.
He could ult for some damage for Pulse. I don't think it would kill him, because I don't think he was close enough to use it, but if he gets Enraged, I think he dies to Solar Guardian, which is not... Yeah, go Solar Guardian, bro. Oh, fuck.
He's technically in range of Hammer, but Festival with the reaction time probably could have dodged it before anything bad happened, but still. It is Solar Guardian online, Nier's in danger suddenly, Hobbs is in danger suddenly. We're seeing a big... Not so big, we're seeing a bit of a brawl bottom lane, 2v2 going on there, but nobody's dead quite yet. We're seeing Filski with the Orbital Corrosion.
They're trying to set something up. He's gonna ult top, I'm pretty sure. What?
No. Hobbs actually is a lot more low than Nier, but again, no Solar Guardian quite yet. He's playing it patiently. Now again, the fight bottom lane. Pings are coming out. Filski is low. Jinx is low. Nier is low, but still no Solar Guardian. He's being real patient on that Solar Guardian at middle lane.
Yeah, I mean, Festival TP'd back in, so I guess he's somewhat concerned about just like getting cancelled by Aether Remnant. I think that Sev called it though, or like I think they were talking about it because like right after he hit 6, they started playing a lot more they started playing a lot more aggressively in side lanes.
But that's not really the story of the game, though. It's just this non-stop brawling, and I guess all 3 lanes, technically, because mid lane's also been brawling, but we've seen a lot of really dire favorite trades in all of these lanes, where they've been winning the regen war in every single lane here. Bottom lane, though, we may see DOS go die, or maybe you'll see Jinx go down. Both supports are incredibly low. DOS runs through his towers. Nier runs down Jinx. Solar Guardian will heal Jinx as they turn on Nier. He's stunned at the edge of the Solar Guardian, and he will die on Spectre. Sasquatch rotates in. It is too late to save his carry, but he still wants vengeance. Festival has Astral Steps. He's rotating in as well in to find the kill on Jinx and a kill on Filski. Has 2 kills for Draiden Fanclub, and they want the 3rd. They want the biggest kill. They want Sev. Sev will bring down DOS before he dies, but will he even die? Yes, he will. He is Cog knocked back. He has been earned. Step is up in 10 for Festival, and even then, it won't even be needed. 3 kills for Draiden Fanclub. 2 kills for Mrcrazyguy Fanclub. Big trades in the bottom lane. Now top lane. It's Hobbs, possibly dying as well. Ultra and Nephilim recognize the fight is occurring bottom lane. Lasso on Disruptor brings him down, but Ultra will get the kill on Hobbs in turn. However, Festival again TPs to the top lane. DOS is there as well. Ultra will get away. So across the map, a 4-for-3 exchange numerically in favor of Draiden Fanclub.
Okay. Yeah, the first Dawnbreaker was probably less successful for Dire than they wanted. I think killing the Batrider top is pretty nice though. He's going Bots Rush on Bat, which I'm pretty surprised by. I think this build's pretty outdated. Hobbs did it in his other game, or in his other series 11 days ago. But the more common build is just like Tranks into Boots of Bearing now. And honestly, I think that might be better here. Your timings get a little weird now on Batrider ever since they reworked the shard, because you can't just go bots BKB and buy the shard and all of a sudden do a ton of damage.
I guess the Barons are thinking more useful early on then.
Yeah, I mean, it's also really nice. Like a lot of games, they'll be... Okay. A lot of games as well, because the Boots of Bearing prevents you from being slowed for like the first 2 seconds of its active. Then Sasquatch goes down. Like against the Bristleback, if he had a bunch of goose stacks on Batrider, then he could just like run away with the Boots of Bearing. And yeah, just in general, having the drums active is really nice on Batrider.
While both mid laners are top lane, it's now a 2-for-1 trade at this point. You're seeing a Haunt by Nier. This is a very hard kill to get on Sev, and they're not going to get it. But I guess if you're Nier, it's your suddenly top laner, which is a lot more safer than... It's actually not safe. Sev's trying to kill him. Why is Sev trying to kill him? Sev's not killing him.
Just trying to grief him, honestly. He's just trying to make him a little bit lower HP. His game's already quite bad on Nier. Like it's closing in on 10 minutes. He's gonna be like a 3.5k net worth max. No,
Not fun.
it's I think he kind of expected this. It's yeah, you know, as I said, that's not fun. Is Sev dead?
Yeah, he is very low, though not quite dead yet. He'll hammer in. He has Nephilim and Jinx arriving. Step in, will kill Seb. Festival has run out of spells, but he has 14 wand charges. He will pop them. He is similarly up in 1, and will get away. So it will be, well, never mind a glimpse. It is back. The Festival still is not dead. Dire now lack mana on their Zeus. As all of that happens, in the Radiant Jungle, Sasquatch and Hobbs combine for a kill on the Filsky Legion Commander.
Yeah, they had to use lasso for it, but they did not. They didn't have to use hooks, and now Sasquatch is level 6.
This has been an absolutely wild game, actually. It's just, I mean, this is 16 kills at minute 10.
That's fun. It's exciting. We could kind of tell this is going to happen from the draft. There's a lot of early brawling heroes, like even Spectre, which is seen as just a farming hero that doesn't really do a whole lot early, which is probably true. The hero can still contribute early on thanks to Haunt.
First haunt of the game for Nier was not that successful, but I'm sure next haunt we might have some fun then. We now have Max Dagger as well on Nier, so he's ready to potentially contribute to these inevitable brawls coming up. For the first time in a long time, though, we have quiet. Everyone's farming and nobody's brawling. It's just Ultra Gunner sitting in this bottom lane where the tier 1 is now dead, and otherwise, everyone just farm wherever they can.
Yeah, I mean, I think if someone stays top, it's a little bit annoying for Nier because so far he can only like push this creep wave a little bit, and he has to run back to triangle. I don't know if you're happy about having this kind of lane set up if you're Nier though, because I mean, like, look how depressing him farming this hard camp is. It's gonna take him like 15 seconds to farm one single hard camp.
He's doing his best, which is apparently not fun for him.
Honestly, like, this is probably too advanced, but I think it would be better if he just like kind of took this mid lane rotation. I think it's generally the best place for carries to go if their like early game's really bad. Shit's happening though.
I mean, Hobbs has lasso. There's 2 stacks of napalm on Sev. Hobbs is taking a lot of damage though.
What the?
He's down to 1/3 HP. Jinx, Death will not kill him thanks to the raindrop, and Sev will die to the Firefly damage. Ends up being a 1-for-1, and Radiant will have more kills. Sasquatch has the hook shot, has no vision, but still finds the Zeus. He will be glimpsed away on the clockwork, but with Festival and Dust arriving, that is 1 guaranteed kill on Zeus. And now the 3rd kill will be inevitable as well. Remnant from Festival, Rocket Flare from Sasquatch. Kinetic Fuel is dropped by Nephilim, but there is no escape. It is 3 kills for Draiden Fanclub, and possibly an easy siege on the top J1 tower.
A really nice rotation by Radiant. They come connect to their Spectre. Intercept like was pretty much a gank on him. Pick up a bunch of kills, get the tier 1 tower. This really frees up Nier's game, which is nice. I mean, he still probably doesn't want to control this top area. Actually, they're not taking the tower. I'm smoking crack this game.
I mean, there's no defenders, though. Eventually, they're gonna get it, right? I mean, sure, there's no siege unit, but if there's no defenders, eventually.
They can bring someone, like, the Legion can TP here, and then they can dawn ult to the Legion and protect them pretty easily. Maybe they just give it up by principle? Or because of principle, but... This is defensible.
I mean, it's been at 13. It is a safe lane T1 tower. Could have been dead 3 minutes ago anyway, so just let it fall. Why not?
Nah, they should have defended it, honestly, but it is what it is. They're getting a lot out of the map. Ultra's been farming this like bottom area for like 6 or 7. No, not 6 or 7. It's for like 4 or 5 minutes at this point.
He's the #1 net worth easily on the bristle, thanks to that farming he's been doing. And even then, he's possibly being gone on by Hobbs, but he's still going to be absolutely fine. Bringing down the bristle alone at the stage of the game is not really that tenable, given he's got the Vanguard and that cloak. He's just so tanky.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna need a mix of heroes to bring down the bristle. They're probably gonna have to use the CM ult as well, otherwise they just won't have the damage to do it.
We
I
see
moved it
Doss,
for
he's
him.
on a tri-camp blocking mission right now. He's got 6 sentries. They'll commit at least 2. If he
Ultra's
can get a
dead.
kill on Ultra, it's even more important. Hookshot, freezing field, everything committed. The
On
lasso
ulti.
as well, but with the Solar Guardian to keep him alive, we see a duel on Hobbs, so his Dexter dropped on the floor as well. Hobbs has fallen. Radiant will scatter. Doss. Oh, poor Doss. There is no way out for Crystal Maiden. He'll try to die in the tower, but a blink in by Filsky will finish the job. Double kill for Filsky. 2 kills. Mrcrazyguy fan club.
Yeah, I forgot they have a lot of save on Dire. This is just kind of a problem with their lineup. They don't really have early damage. I mean, like an offlane bat, it's like it doesn't really. You'd think that Bat Rider, it's like this mid hero, so it just kind of shits damage, but it doesn't. It's not that crazy damage, especially in these like short fights where you're just trying to pick off a hero. Void Spirit's good, like is okay damage, but I mean they're just with the 5 heroes they have, they will not have damage to kill Bristle when Donald is up, or if like heroes are sitting behind him.
Even with every spell being hit, it's difficult. Radiant have been missing some spells recently, but in the river, Sasquatch will hit the cog. It's Nephilim's on the inside, and he's probably going to be leaving his life soon. His team will leave him to die. They will retreat, and they'll say, you know what? It's a Vibe Disruptor. We'll let him die. We'll escape from there, 4 heroes.
Yeah. Alright, sometimes your disruptor dies. This is what it is. They got okay damage in the mid tier one.
He still has 24 minutes to buy the Aghanims. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a-okay.
If he queues it up right now, I might begin to believe, but I think what he should do not even like what he will do, but I think what he should do is he should probably buy a 4-staff because he's against Clockwork Spectre.
This makes a lot of
And
sense.
he will just kind of like feed to these heroes after he uses Glimpse, unless he gets a defensive item. Seth finally finishes a Dessa. He's been kind of quiet. Like his early game was really good. Then he died a couple times.
Well, they see Hobbs, who was trying to hide in the trees, but with smoke from Dire, they knew he was in there, and it actually will not be a dual win for Filsky, so it's only 1 dual win on the board so far, but it is still a big core kill to get on that Hobbs Bat Rider. Looking over hero net worth, 1, 2, 3, it's all Dire right now.
They're en route to hit their timing with the Bristleaxe and Dawnbreaker Shard. Legion Commander doesn't need anything. I think Felsky's got his blink. That's all he needs.
Got his win lace over corrosion. He's ready to go. Sasquatch has the cogs on Filsky, but Hookshot will not be hit. Filsky is low, but not quite low enough. Dire will turn on clock, but they actually don't kill him quite yet. Festival TP's in, has 2 steps, but does not have vision on Filsky, so everyone will get away but the G1 tower, who has crumbled.
Alright. Solid mid-tier 1 take. I mean, the Ultra's 500 away from an Ags right now, so I think that most likely they're just going to wait for that, and they're going to try to get Roshan, or like take a pick off into Roshan. This is like a small window opportunity for Radiant. They have like
smoked up as 4. They want to capitalize on it, that's for sure.
Sev is playing very scared though. I like the route that he's taking.
You know, and looking at Dire Vision, they see nobody. They now see a hero top lane, but for a long time they saw nobody. So I guess she was right to be scared.
Yeah, Sev's a little bit poor for how good of an early game that he had, but it hasn't been playing poorly. Like especially in the fights, he's been casting his spells like as well as you can be, pretty much. It's just still been having pretty solid impact, and honestly, as long as he presses Solar Guardian on his Bristle, like he's gonna have palpable impact.
Middle lane, something might just be DOS dying. Filsky is in the trees, but he is far enough back. I mean, there's this Radiant side Obsword, so it seems like they actually know something is up in regards to a gank. Seeing near being run at in his track camp, actually hunt away to the middle lane towards Jinx, a much safer target. Hookshot is in, but it's on nobody. Titus will silence 2. Dire are fighting very well right now. The duel in brings that Festival Touch as well, and Dire have already killed 2 big heroes, and they want more. They'll go for Near. They'll cancel his TP. The glimpse brings him towards Ultra Gunner. That will be 3 kills. Hobbs and Doss are still alive, but there is no winning the fight. It is 3 kills for Mrcrazyguy Fanclub, and technically they'll get 1 in exchange via the Firefly, but Dire will also get Roshan, so that's a massive win right there.
Yeah, I mean they're already trying to they're trying to get 1 kill into Roshan, like as an excuse to go Roshan, but now Radiant just give him a whole fight. This is actually a little bit sketchy because Batrider is a menace at the Roche pit. Alright, yeah, they're just not gonna take it.
Guess Roshan will be there at about half HP, just chilling. With 3,800 HP. Why not?
Yeah, I mean it was probably difficult to force, but I mean, like the thing that's stopping them from taking Roche right now is this CM, this 1k HP CM pressing Crystal Nova. I think someone should try to jump it. Yeah.
Felsky is on it, but his blink is on cooldown. Sasquatch has the hook shots. Roshan's incredibly low. Festival steps in, but does not remnant anyone. Hookshot in for Roshan, still remains alive. Aegis goes to Ultra Gunner. Sasquatch will die, and Dire want more kills. They slap down the Crystal Nova Bringer, Crystal Maiden, and now it's 3 cores on the run. Remnants will attempt to retreat for the Radiance. Festival will get away, but the remainder of his cores are in danger. Nearest man fighting, he will die. And a Static Storm and a Kinetic Field will bring Hobbs to his grave as well. 4 kills. Mrcrazyguy Fanclub.
Yeah, okay, that was kind of goofy at the end. He got flame breaks onto this small hill. Yeah. Still, though, this game looks really good for Dire now. This Festival... Oh, Festival got stuck on his Remnant. That was kind of crazy. That happens sometimes.
There's no way he's dead here, right? There's no way. He's fine.
Yeah.
Wait, they're picking him. They actually want to kill him.
That's not that, like... No, actually, yeah, they're not killing him.
Instead, they're killing a much easier target, being the DOS Crystal Maiden. A duel in by Filsky, and oh my, that is one very easy kill.
Dawnbreaker does a lot of damage. Dire's just gonna hit their timing and win the game. Yeah.
That seems to be where we're headed. I mean, they're up by 7k MV, just they're in a commanding spot right now.
Yeah, so I guess we won't... I mean, I shouldn't say this. The game's not, like, over. But I think that Dire has to make some mistakes. Dire definitely... Sorry, I don't think so. Dire definitely... I know Dire has to make mistakes for Radiant to win this. But, I mean, there are generally mistakes in these games, so... It's not, it's not implausible.
Too far-fetched,
impossible, yeah.
But then again, they also have a lot of very good veteran players. I mean, look at these cores, the Ultra Gunner, Sev, Filsky. I think it's definitely unlikely, as you said, for a throw to happen. We're seeing a smoke already as 3. Link in by Filsky in the duel on Festival. It will be a duel win. Thought it might not be, but the kill certainly was guaranteed via the Static Storm. So it's Void Spirit dead, the remainder of the team TPing away, and now Dire, who've already taken towers in the bottom lane, will look to get some towers in the top lane. Though, Sev will just solo kill DOS in the 1v2, but the arrival of both Near and Hobbs, Sev will be exchanged for his own life, so it's a very unfavorable 1-for-1, but it does create space for his team to take that top T1 tower.
It's probably not correct for him to be down here trying to kill the CM. It does not really matter too much that you're like yeah, you're gonna scale find on Dawnbreaker and you're a secondary core anyways to your Bristleback. And that fought a Force Devil, so, which I like. I think the shard is kind of bad now, so I'm not really sure what you buy on this hero, aside from Agnums.
Force is good. Might as well be the Agnums. I mean, you may go for Glimmer Cape, but I'm sure it's Agnums.
I mean, yeah.
If
you don't need to buy anything, then Agnums is great to go for.
Looking at Ultra Gunner item timings, he has finished his 9-second BKB, so he is ready to go. Still a minute 30 remaining on the Aegis. We're seeing TP's bottom lane. Filsky has the duel. You will Blade Mail and go for Near. Samurais with the Solar Guardian, and they will get both kills. Near is already at the duel is 1. Sasquatch falls as well. 2 more kills. Mrcrazyguy Fanclub. And again, they're taking this massive lead and they're extending it even further.
I like the way that they're playing the game right now. They have ages, but it's pretty obnoxious to try to just like run up high ground into these Radiant heroes. So best course of action for them right now is to just like keep pushing out waves and going and chasing the Radiant heroes so that they can't farm freely. Festival's been able to get a lot of money up in the top lane. Our Ultra's gonna try to force them back. Mid. I think it's probably fine. I think it would be kind of a cool play if like Elsie just sat behind the bristle here and then the like a disruptor or something tried to set up top lane.
We are seeing setup now with Disruptor. He is currently alone though. Thor Guardian remains on cooldown, so we'll need another TP to help. Festival. He gets caught! What a fantastic setup by Nephilim. You mentioned how you'd like to see it. We saw it. Festival stepped away, but he's being hunted. He has to simulate, but he is silenced by the status army and dueled by Filsky. There is no way out.
This is dual cast rage talent is like so fucking goofy. That looks so long.
It is long. That's why it is long. It's why.
Yeah, we saw it at the top of it as well. Filsky just has like a really good idea, I think, of the range on duel. Like it was in the top lane here. He caught the Void Spirit as well. Actually, he did it like over a tree, which I was just surprised by as well.
Well, we're not done with kills in the top lane. Hobbs has BKB. He will TP away, but he won't even live. He's just dead. He is simply dead. And even then, Seth can return to the middle lane. He has Solar Guardian. Mir is trying to stand his ground, but Draiden Fanclub are collapsing right now. Hook shot in, attempting for Jinx, but again, a duel on Mir. The carry has been evaporated. And again, Sev nearly one-shots DOS. Sasquatch will fall. Festival has respawned in, but at this point, he'll step in looking for Sev. Sev's incredibly low, but he still actually will tick down to the astral step, but it does not matter. They've called the GG. They will relent at minute 26.
We'll never find out about the disruptor eggs. This is definitely just an outdraft though. Like the lanes probably could have gone a little bit better for Draiden Fanclub, and I mean like that's maybe something that you can look at. But I think overall the game went like pretty much as it should have with the drafts. They didn't. They would have to like really chart themselves on Dire to throw this game, I think.
Both real fans have Bristleback pick, and I mean it paid off again. And Ultra Gun had a nearly perfect game, and it's a fantastic Bristleback game there.
Yeah, I mean like if you're Radiant, all your cores are kind of for like 10 minutes. Probably like one of the. I mean, aside from the draft just being very difficult to play, near being 3.3k net worth is really rough as well. I don't know if like it's his fault from the lane or what, but they definitely messed up the lane somehow. And that definitely made the game harder, but even if he has money, I'm not sure if that changes anything.
You want to know how you know this Dire draft was good? So Dota Plus at minute 0 favored their draft, and that's despite playing the Spectre. And Dota Plus has the biggest love affair with Spectre. It loves Spectre, dude.
That's true, actually.
Like Dota Plus and Spectre are BFFs, and yet they still favor Dire draft at minute 0. By the way, you have a message from your biggest admirer, Mr. Salacious Sea Lion 62.
Let's go.
You're being told that you are, and I quote, cute and hot and cool and really good at Dota 2.
Sheesh. Thank you.
You know what? 3 of those things are true. You can choose which 3.
Right. Okay. So the like back to the graph. It's bugged. This like team and XP and net worth graph is bugged because it doesn't count for the draft, or like it counts for the draft time. So like that first like 8 minutes where it's just like everything's completely the same. That's all draft.
Yes?
Yeah.
Huh.
It doesn't work like that on player net worth in official games. It doesn't scrim lobbies for some reason, which is like I mean whatever.
I learned something today. Thank you.
Yeah, who is it that told me about that? Alrin from Riley Feed. Like I had known about the issue with like player net worths in scrim games, but I didn't realize. Like I had seen this before, where it's just like a straight line at the start, and I'm like, huh, that's odd. But that makes sense. That was like a very reasonable explanation. I'm so out of it. I thought DOS said we'll take third. Like,
What can you do? All right. Actually, I need to go to the bathroom. I apologize, Logical. I will be right back.
all right, Badgers left me. What's going on in the chat? Disruptor glimpse easy CM ult cancel and cancels lasso. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about how it cancels lasso. That's true. That's a good point. It's certainly a very good matchup into bat. I mean, it was good against the Radiant Heroes when they picked it, but I just think the hero is bad overall. I'm not sure if a pro team would have picked Disruptor there if they were in the exact same situation in draft, but it makes sense. Uh, Thank you, Jim. How was your okay? Yeah, I saw that you guys had Mark now. He'd been doing really well in like the lanes from what I saw against it was against Dogchamp. I think he did really well in lane. No, not Dogchamp. Who'd you guys play before? This Arkosh. He had done really well in lanes against Rudy. Okay. Game she started. Now what's gonna change in this upcoming draft? Looking at their first phase. Probably a good chance that Draiden Fanclub bans Dawnbreaker or they take it. They have first pick, so they might leave it in and 5 pick it. However, I don't think they'll leave Dawnbreaker. And again, I think Sev's early game was just incredibly good, and then he ended up just healing the bristleback, which contributed a lot. Okay, they're just gonna ban it out. Wonder if they'll take CM again. Does not seem like they're just gonna insta pick Crystal Man again. Marcy's available, but other heroes are really strong right now. Yeah, okay, so they're just gonna take Marcy. I'm blinking. Why? Oh, what other heroes are good right now? Beastmaster. Bristle's not first phase. Viper pretty good. Razor's good. Okay. Puck. Puck just yeah. Puck's been like ignored. No, I think it was second phase ban last game, right? Yeah, it was second phase ban by Drain Fan Club. Puck is crazy good as well. Sev played it some, but I don't think it's one of his favorite heroes. Sev definitely has a very not specific actually. It just has heroes that he likes. Actually, I feel like I say this exact thing about everyone. But Sev's most played are like Arc Warden, Invoker, Pangolier, Tinker. Some heroes that are just like never good.
I'm
Zeus
back
Dragon.
for some Zeus. How many games in a row have we cast the Zeus now? So 5?
A lot. I mean, heroes good.
It's been at least 4. Has it been more than 4?
Okay, I would be down if they ran back Batrider. Yeah, nice. Marcy Batrider is illegal. Like, this combo is way too. This combo is actually heinous. Being able to rebound off the Batrider to give him extra move speed is so good for the hero. That's actually like the best part of Marcy. Not okay, not the best part. The hero does a shit ton. That's what SVG said. The hero does everything. But like one of the biggest, this hero just buffs your team really nicely. The extra move, the 40% move speed you get for 5 seconds when you rebound off a hero, makes it just makes the game a lot easier to play for heroes. Move speed's such a nice stat. I've seen it paired with Lesh really well. I've seen it paired with Bat really well. I mean, there are just a lot of heroes that really enjoy getting that extra move speed.
I feel like we've been seeing less Marcy than we probably should have been, so it's I guess we're seeing a correction now where this Marcy hero is being selected 5 pick overall. Especially after a loss. Speaking of loss, guess who didn't mark the loss after game one?
Oh yeah, that's your fault though. You didn't tell them.
Okay, I was busy.
It's not your fault. It's his fault.
I don't know what I was busy with. We'll call it bracing my own mortality. I'll do it myself. There we go.
Yeah, okay. Second phase bans. A lot of the same stuff. They banned. Interesting. They banned Legion Commander second phase even after they picked DK. I don't know if that's just because they were autopiloting banning Legion Commander because of last game, or if they think that's going to be DK mid. But I mean, obviously most teams probably would do that.
There is a lot of fear in terms of like these flex cores that this team likes. For I feel like Sev and Filsky have a very similar hero pool, even though they play different roles. It's just they're both enthusiasts of these like heavy man fighting heroes. I mean, they both play a number of strength heroes, so it's not the craziest ban in the world, especially when you have this Bat Rider hero and this Mars hero.
Yeah, that's pretty much complete opposite of what I said earlier, but I think it's probably more accurate, or it's like more close to what happens nowadays. Because I think when Sev was playing like a lot of Dota, then he would play these like specialty heroes that he likes a lot, which are like Invoker, Arc Warden, Pango, Tinker, these heroes. But I don't really see him play those heroes too much anymore. Or they do
I
go for
feel like I
Puck.
haven't seen him play those heroes since before Toxic Tacos, which is like at this point more than a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think like they were drafting in those heroes when they had when he's playing on Tacos and Canoobs. There's a lot of heroes like I mean, there's definitely some Puck picks, so I guess this is going to be interesting to see what happens here with
This is
this
good.
very heavy temple setting Puck hero.
I'm surprised they left Puck in, honestly. They second phase van the last game. I think this is Puck might be the best mid hero in the game right now.
You know what? Actually, I didn't think about it, but you might be right. Which is, I feel like it's strange because like Puck was like the best hero in mid like 6 months ago, and then it
And then
got
hero got
nerfed,
bad.
and then it's suddenly it's like all right, you've gone from being this top hero to being
Which
pretty bad to suddenly you're the top hero again.
I think not that much changed. The meta changed actually. That's probably the real answer. In these like long drawn out fights, Puck is really OP because you can kind of just like go. You can kind of weave. This is what everyone says. You weave in and out of the fight. You just like stay on the sidelines. You orb in, blink out, or like blink in, orb out. You just keep Witchblade, keep auto attacking people with Witchblade. You hear kites for a long time. So yeah, in these long fights, Puck's really strong. I think that's probably why the hero feels so strong right now.
The thing is, if weaving in and out of the fights is so good right now, then why is Weaver not more popular? Logical. Explain yourself.
Weaver went from
I'm
like
sorry, I had to.
Weaver went from like being shit. Now people pick a carry like semi regularly. Or
Uh,
not regularly. The only team that picks it regularly is Felt, and they're losing a lot. But I've started seeing a decent bit of carry weavers. I think the hero might be on the rise.
I'm gonna agree with you. That was all for the pun. I was
I'm aware. I'm
no.
aware.
Oh, I see. We're seeing it. We're seeing a Pugna and Alchemist pick by Draiden Fanclub with that 16-17 block. Though this is likely. See, I'm not sure what's likely. I mean, we're seeing probably Pugna 5,
I
RC
pug.
4, but
Yeah,
I think the question is whether it'll be an Alchemist mid lane into this Puck or you put the Alchemist carry.
that would be crazy. I mean, like maybe Festival plays a lot of Dota, so maybe this is something that he does. Let's take a peek. Nope, haven't seen him play much. Alchemist, I think it's just gonna be carry. Alchemist mid is definitely kind of bad, I'd say. Or it's like not bad, but it's very matchup specific. You have to make sure that you're laning against a hero that can't pressure you or pressure your tower, really. with the mid rotation.
I mean, Puck definitely is not the tower pressure, but it's definitely one of the better heroes for pressuring a hero like Alk out of the lane, where it's just Alk walks up, hits a creep, tanks 2 or 3 right clicks in Puck, maybe a waning rift. Not fun time.
Honestly, this matchup is like pretty fine for Alk mid. This is like one of the I don't know if it's one of the better ones, but it's definitely completely serviceable for Alk.
Yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, actually makes a lot of sense because you're Alk, you're a big small camp enthusiast, anyways. You're not interacting with Puck that much until you're strong.
Picked up Jug afterwards though. Mrcrazyguy Fanclub. What a team name. Pretty solid against Batrider. It's not quite as good as against Marcy anymore since this last patch. Not the like 731D. Is that the patch? I hope so.
I think so at this point. I'm not even sure.
Okay. Yeah,
731
this
sounds
last
correct.
yeah, okay, so this last patch, Marcy used to be able to like cast one button while you're getting disposed. So you could BKB while you were disposed. You'd still get stunned by disposed, but you get your BKB off. Same is true about spin and Lifestealer Rage, but they fixed that. So Jug's a lot. Yeah, I mean Jug is pretty significantly worse against Marcy now. Still pretty solid for the lane overall. But something I've known. They need a 5? Mrcrazyguy fan club?
More than likely, yeah, unless they want to put one of these heroes 5, which would range from a little bit odd to absolutely unorthodox, depending what you go for. And that's
Zeus 5 would be chill.
yeah, Zeus 5 would be chill, but then looking at a 4, which I mean, let's see, there's a number of good 4s you could just pick here. I wouldn't be that opposed to picking, say, a Nyx Assassin. 24 pick this game. Batrider, Pugna. Good Nyx game right here.
You could see it. I mean, I think it might be a little bit bad because you won't really be able to pressure the Alchemist that much. But maybe you already can't really pressure the Alch with this Dragonite Zeus lane.
Only one tool you need to pressure pressure with Dragon Knight. It's called Dragon Tail. Are you gonna force Alk out of the lane? No, you're not. But you Dragon Tail him and you deny a range creep. Problem solved. Alchemist is crying.
That is actually that's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure. I think what should happen, at least feels he should buy 2 bracers. He should go 0-1-2, and he should just sit in the acid, A-clicking his creeps down. This is mid Tusk, 3 Batrider.
More than likely, yeah. I mean, given Festival's a big Tusk player, yeah, probably where it's gonna be headed. Question of the day is, does that affect any of the other picks from Mrcrazyguy fan club, or let's go for a more standard 5 here?
They might run back the Disruptor. Because it's like pretty okay against the Tusk, because you're able to prevent snowball saves from the Static Storm. Still good against the Batrider. But honestly, I don't think that hero is good. It's just what I feel like they might pick it. Grimstroke.
I actually like the Grimstroke a lot. Wow, that sounds like a very good pick here.
Looking.
There's some really cool stuff to Soulbind with the Dragon Tail and the Lightning Bolts. You get possibly in the late game you can get that Axe as well for the Alk Illusions. It's fantastic Grimstroke game.
I mean, the Alkalusion is not that crazy, but yeah, I think it definitely pairs nicely with the Jug. So the hero that I was looking at.
You have correctly predicted the Grimstroke. Okay. You've been on point with your draft predictions today, man.
Yeah, it's good. And I'm not gonna say I know these teams. I don't know them that well, but yeah, it looks like a good Grimstroke game.
No, I agree. I agree. I think it also is a good Grimstroke game, so I agree with you on that one.
This lane is actually, I mean, it's a good Grimstroke game. Like it pairs really nicely with the Dragonite, obviously, and then being able to link the Batrider is annoying for the hero, especially if he goes for this bots BKB build that he did last game, because you can just get linked during your BKB duration, and then you can get kited for it. But during the lane, it's going to be pretty difficult to Inkswell Blade Fury onto the Batrider because of the Marcy extra movement speed. I think Batrider with like Boots, Windlace, level 2 Firefly, And rebound is just hasted.
Logical.
Like, I think it's
I've
just
got some bad news for you.
let's hear it.
Battlers mid.
Oh, that's true. It's offline Tusk. Thank you. All right, that makes sense as well because Tusk dodges spin and Inksel obviously just threw snowball.
It's just like this dire draft, though. I'm going to predict Mrcrazyguy Fanclub are going to take the full 2-0 here. Your thoughts?
Uh, for some reason I think we're gonna 1-1, but I like their draft more, and I don't think that their draft is like too difficult to pull off or something as well. So I'm not sure, but I feel like Radiant will win for some reason.
You know, sometimes it's about the intangibles in Dota. You know, there's a number of championship pedigree players in this Radiant team. Maybe they'll put it together for this game too. But if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of Mrcrazyguy Fanclub, who won game 1 with Dire, playing Draiden Fanclub, who lost game 1 with Radiance. Hopefully, game 2 proves to be more competitive than game 1, as game 1 was, I believe, like a minute, 27 GG, something like that.
Yeah.
But regardless, my name is Badger. I'm joined by the one, the only, logical Dota, and hopefully we're in for a good time.
Or is the same level 1 engagement gonna happen that happened last game? They're not smoked, but I feel like it's gonna be in the exact same location.
I guess Hobbs is slight to the north this time. Well, he's going forward. He wants to brawl this time around. He's not hiding in the trees. You see a spin from Ultra. They're running at Hobbs. Hobbs will dodge Stroke of Fate. Dost engages into another blast, hitting only Sev. Rebound in, but Sev will orb and jump away. Radiance will win the trade HP-wise, but they did use a lot of mana to get it.
No one died somehow. That's kind of crazy. Got shards, but I think it's okay. Like, looking at what everyone got at level 1, I don't think anyone is displeased by what they had to scale.
I thought you went for, do you not go for Dispose usually on Marcy level 1?
You can if you're able to, like, if their 5 walks out of position, but I think getting rebound also makes a lot of sense because it's way easier to secure the range creep with it. Like, I mean, honestly, it's like, I'd say it's just like not possible to secure the range creep with Dispose a lot of the times.
I guess it makes sense. I mean, rain creeps, very, very fun and interactive, so. Talk about securing them sometimes. In the mid lane, we have Puck, a Bat Rider. Who would ordinarily win that lane?
It's, like, good for Puck. I don't think Puck will crush the Batrider or anything, because Puck doesn't really crush lanes. Because of how the hero has evolved over time. You're gonna farm more on Puck though, and like in the early laning, you can pressure the Batrider a little bit. You can like deny some of his creep to make him low HP.
I think so far, Sev is manning up. Because you know what? I don't care at your Bat Rider. I don't care that I'm hit by 3 stacks of napalm. I am here to man fight right now.
Yeah, he's doing a nice job taking advantage of the fact that Batrider kind of sucks before you're level 3, and Fessel's level 2 right now.
Seeing a bit of a trade in the jungle between Dawson and Jinx. Jinx getting the worst of the trade, but he did kill Near's courier. And then top lane. Probably where the fun is going to happen once Jug hits level 3. But right now, Jug is not level 3, he's level 1, so we're going to be here until possibly a good Inkswell spin combination happens in the top lane.
I would be surprised if Hobbs died to Inkswell spin, because he already has a point of snowball, which I think is good in these jug lanes. I think he'll just sit in the snowball every time that Jug presses spin on him. It's like, maybe if they overextend, then they can get a turnaround kill on Dire. Like, maybe if they commit snowball and they commit rebound to get a kill, and they don't end up getting the kill, then Hobbs could die to spin. Most likely, I don't think it will happen in the laning phase.
I was gonna say maybe Marcy's a target, but then again, Marcy has rebound, and Tusk still has snowball and shards, so probably not. Maybe I got over excited for possible bloodshed in the top lane when, yeah, probably not happening.
I think the Jug will be content with how this lane goes. Tusk, like, it does not really, like, doesn't really shove the Jug out of lane as levels, like, as he gets more levels. It's okay. Alright. I mean, honestly, this is good, I think, because you're not going to be able to cast spin to kill the Tusk. So as long as you're able to do like a decent bit of damage, and then you like cut down their creep wave with it, pretty solid.
We saw a bit of a moderate trade top lane. Hobbs and Nephilim both got fairly injured, but neither really are in that much of a danger of dying. Sasquatch has Dispose up again, but it's bottom lane I actually want to look at right now, where it's just Filsky on his own, but still having a very fantastic laning phase. I mean, he's currently 14 and 6. He has a 1 bracer in inventory. He has not a second bracer. He's got boost in the courier, but mid lane, Festival solo killed Sev. Did not expect that.
Sev just stepped up a little bit too far. Batrider, like, yeah, I mean, this is one thing that Batrider has. The one play that he has is that, like, if you mess up on Puck or you, like, orb, if you have too many stacks on you or if you waste your orb, then the Batrider can still dive you under tower. Because the Waning Rift is not very much distance, and Phase Shift doesn't save you, like, pretty much at all against Bat. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised he skilled Phase Shift.
I regret not watching middle lane now. What can you do?
I mean, he probably just, like, orbed. Probably just orbed to, like, play the lane, farm the creep wave, but, Vessel just ran out of time after. Maybe he had, like, 2 or 3 stacks. This is level 4 as well. Barrett is pretty strong, though.
At the point now, we're sure Sev is still a Puck, but given Festival's ahead in levels, he's very happy to play up in this lane. Says, you know what? I'm going to once again apply Napalm. I'm going to make you get away from me.
He also played by Festival. I like the way that he played that lane, where he just, like, napalms the wave twice and then goes and fireflies and kills the creep wave and kills the small camp. I think that's what you should do to optimize his gold in this lane. Sasquatch is dead.
It is the Inkswell in the spin. Sasquatch will die to the stroke of fate from correction to a right click from Ultra Gunner. I thought it was stroke of fate, but it's still a kill to his dire side top lane, that's for sure.
This bottom lane is so goofy. Felsky has what's it called? Felsky's got a energy booster queued up. Yeah, that's what that item is called. Look at how big this radiant wave is.
It is one of the large waves I've seen in a long time. That is a massive wave. Why is he
kind of
buying?
missing. He's gonna buy an Aether Lens.
Oh, Aether Lens. I see.
Yeah. It's like fine. I don't know. It's like some mid build. I don't know what it's good really, but it's not it's not like super griefing the game. I think Amar did it like pretty famously in the grand finals, just TSM game 2.
Man, don't bring up that finals ever again. I don't remember that finals.
Well, that was a good tournament.
The grand finals. I was like drunk with NA fever at that point. Lost to OG again.
I know we owned. See someone crazy. Nothing to be said about. What I was gonna say, the bottom lane's goofy because Sev's about to kill Nier.
Yeah, he has coil. He'll use it on both heroes in the bottom lane. It's already 1-for-1 though with Jinx dying to, I believe, the Nether Ward. For the lasso on Filsky, Filsky's actually dead. Wait a minute.
That was a really good play by Filsky. So Doss tried to kill steal with Nether Blast because he's a little rat 5 Pugna player, but Festival with his haste rune and with the lasso, he actually dragged the Dragonite out of the Nether Blast AoE so he could get the last hit with his DOTs. That was really well played. He needs that money way more than his little rat Pugna player.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that, but you're absolutely right. So that's actually a surprisingly big play from Festivals to take the kill from his teammates.
I mean, it's like, it's funny to call it a play.
Kill.
Yeah, right, because, like, that's, like, on DOS. Like, he should just not click that button. Because, evidently, he still dies without the Nether Blast damage. And this money matters a lot on Festival. Like, he spent this time not farming to go to the bottom lane. He needs to hit his travels timing, which he is going to actually pretty hit. He's going to hit a pretty solid timing on.
He is definitely out-farming Hobbs at this point last game, zero doubt about it. But I guess he is mid lane versus off lane.
No small camps near the off lane.
I guess there was a hard camp, but nothing like the good old small camp. We are seeing Jinx trying to harass Nier in the Radiant jungle. He attempted to Heavenly Jump, but it will not work. and he will die to Festival's Flame Break damage. Over the top
Thank
lane,
you.
spin 8 spell on Hobbs. Hobbs will snowball the dodge, but he still actually will survive. Torque of Fate was not used by Nephilim. At this point, just too late. Here died.
Yep. He skill issue on the hard camp. They're too good. That's unfortunate. I forgot he was playing Alchemist. I think that's a bad thing. He's 4th in net worth right now. But this is
Also
kind
a
of how
bad
I
thing.
expected this lane to go, because Dragonite just sits in acid with the bracers and A-clicks your creeps because he doesn't care about acid. Filsky only bought 1 bracer though because he's griefing the game and buying an Aether Lens for some reason. I mean, it doesn't really grief the game, but actually, wait, no, never mind. I take it back. Okay, Jinx goes out. I'm sorry.
I caught it, don't worry.
All right, cool. He is griefing the game because he's got a Grimstroke on his team, so he should just buy a Blink and go combo with the Grimstroke. Actually, not. That's not what he should do. It's important that he does that to like pose any threat to the Radiant heroes. Like, it'll be really nice to catch the Batrider or the Alchemist when they're going for these aggressive moves, but he's just not gonna have this blink timing anymore.
Filsky's farming well enough. We'll have it soon-ish, kind of. He has the Aether, I think, already finished, actually. I think he has the recipe in the courier right now, so he'll have this finished Aether at minute 9, and potentially a blink not long after that one. Festival is getting a little bit aggressive bottom lane on Filsky. Actually has 4 stacks of Napalm, but Flame Break was missed by Festival. It's a 2-man coil from Sev on Bat and the Marcy. The Marcy has fallen, and Festival will attempt the kill on Filsky still, but alas, poor Batrider. He's actually not dead yet, but Lightning Bolt from Jinx will finish the job. Now Sev wants a 3rd kill for his team. It's Doss under a tower. He dropped Nether Ward, but there's no way out. That is 3 kills, Mrcrazyguy Fanclub. Hobbs is rotating in.
And died his
He
shards
wants
now.
to salvage this. Snowball in, but it's dodged by Sev. Punch in the air at Sev. Will jaunt away. The shards kill nobody. And as a result, it's all dire in this bottom lane.
They're gonna get this tower too. They're all dying to tower, but does go down the end. Radiant Tower died as well, actually. I completely missed this. Doss blasted on Pugna a lot.
That's his job in this game. Just walk around, nether blast everything. Euros for kill steals, towers.
I mean, it's good rotation going to this off lane. That one's definitely not the grief that Nether blasting that DK bottom lane was.
True. This is true. Oh, there's a big concern. There's an Alchemist on the Radiant team, and they're only up by like 5 or gold right now. That is not good.
They have Batrider, who's really rich though. I'd say Batrider's a problem.
Good
dire.
reactions from Sev. Yeah, that's kind of easy to react to, but it's still a very good reaction nonetheless. Dodging the gank for the smoke gank.
You're also what's it called? Belittling the players. Not belittling the players, but you're also diminishing their accomplishments now.
You know what? You're right.
It's
I
not that
apologize.
impressive. No.
I call
love doing
everything.
this. I love doing that.
I call everything impressive. I'm like, you know what? I can't call
Yeah.
everything impressive. It was
And not
good.
everyone can be good, Badger. Someone
It
like
was it was beneficial to do it.
someone has to not be good. Not everyone can be good, you know? Like if everyone's good, then no one's good. So like someone has to be bad. I'm not saying who it is, but like someone's got it. Not everyone can be good, you know?
I see. Well, we are seeing a 3-man smoke gank from Mrcrazyguy Fanclub. It is Sev, Jinx, and Nephilim on the smoke gank. Looking at Dire's vision, they see a Marcy. It is an easy kill if they want it. But Sasquatch has the game sense to get away for the time being, but I think they still see him. If they want to go on him, they can go on him. They have coil up on Puck.
Imagine if they had a Blink DK right now, right?
This would be a lot easier, but instead he's with an Aether Lens, bottom lane. But they say, you know what, we don't want Marcy. We want the Batrider instead. Problem is Batrider gets away, and now so does Marcy.
He's buying a 4-staff now as well, which is like, I mean, if he bought the Blink after, maybe it would be a little more understandable, but he's buying a 4-staff now for the Batrider and the Tusk Shards.
That is wild.
I understand it. He's gonna buy the shard at 15 as well, and he's gonna like try to run around and farm with it. Like the build is cool to play. Like I've tried it. Like feels nice, especially just having the mana regen. I don't know what is good though, or at least I know it's bad when you have Grimstroke on your team. But I mean, yeah, still, I don't really know when it's good.
Consider the following logical.
Yep.
So you have Soulbind combination with Dragon Knight. You now have one more thing to throw into the Soulbind combo. You have the Force Staff. You can double Force Staff to your opponents into a bad position. I'm sure that
They have Fascia, or they have a Dream Coil, but they can't get pushed that far apart.
they're close enough to the edge. Seeing a Snowball mid lane, Inkswell stuns on Hobbs in return. Coil on 2, Marcy snaps it, Tusk will attempt to tank it. He's 1/3 HP, and Thundergod's Wrath will almost finish the job. Dragon hits to Marcy, and Tusk somehow just now dies. Sasquatch is being life drained by Doss, but Sev is hunting for more kills. It's 2 kills for the puck. Doss will decraft himself, getting a 3rd kill to Sev. Sev will attempt to get away from the lasso of Batrider. There is no escape, but it's still a favorable trade for the side of the Dire. A 3-for-1 in their favor.
Oh, he got the stun off.
Stun on Filsky, actually. Soulbind in return. That will allow Filsky to get away.
Alright, well, they got a Sev kill. That's pretty nice on Radiant, but I'll say that disengagement was definitely bad for them. Festival needs to do some serious heavy lifting to win this game, because he's like the only real threat on his team right now. I mean, Nier's highest net worth, which is nice. He's finally taken that spot. He's still pretty poor, though. He's actually caught up a lot, I'll say. He's been farming. Because he was like 4th net worth, and now he's actually top net worth by like a decent bit. I mean, his Radiance timing is still going to be kind of bad, which is unfortunate. He's going to have like a 15-30 Radiance or something. You can have it as early as like 11 minutes if you get some cracked game, but more realistically, if you're having a good game, you get it like 12-13.
So in that sense, he's definitely well off the timing he would want, but he did have a rough lane. I think it was 11 denies early in the game for Filsky, which is a lot of gold lost there on that Alpha when it matters the most. Like also that neutral deny. Or actually, I shouldn't call it neutral deny.
That's true.
Neutral death is never great as well.
Yeah. It's the same thing. He denied himself to neutrals.
I feel like if you say the word deny, though, it's like a conscious action to deny. I'm sure that was not conscious. I'm sure that was not purposeful.
I mean, he did the action that led to his death.
This is true, but I don't think he was
You're right,
intending.
it was a mistake.
I don't
It
think
was a mistake. He
I don't
fucked
think
up.
he was intending. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna die to these neutrals. That's like he just died.
Remember people used to do that? Holy shit, that's crazy.
Oh, those are bad times.
I remember like at Jungle Axe and stuff, you'd kill one camp, you'd get level 2, and then you'd be too low to kill another camp, so you'd kill yourself to neutrals and you respawn. Like you'd die to neutrals to jump.
I remember support players like they both.
Oh yeah, I mean that was the
and
most.
they both deny the same camps. Like, you know what? Time to reset. Smoke Yank bottom lane, they'll find Festival.
That's such a nice kill.
And that's a huge kill indeed. Festival has no way out, and well, yeah,
So
that's
close
a
as
good
BKB.
kill there.
Yeah, so I didn't mean to cut you off, but I mean Festival's like 200 gold away from his VKB before that kill. Now he is 500 gold, and he's not going to be able to have that for like probably a minute.
We're on a Filsky item watch, by the way. This is watching Filsky's items. This game is entertaining. He has gone for the force before the shard. He's now buying a shard after a force.
Yeah, I guess he saw that he could finish the force, so instead of just having the fucking fluffy hat in his inventory, he finishes the force. Shard definitely makes this build. Without Shard, it feels so shitty though, because you need to be able to kill creep waves.
I guess he will have it around minute 18, minute 19. So at that point, go ahead and plus a shard. Mid lane, Ultra TP's
Punch him?
away, but he has
Nice.
been punched. That's Soulbind on Tusk and Bat and Dire. What the fight? Omni slash in, hits some creeps, but still kills both Hobbs and Festival. The trade is for Jinx, but Dire are enjoying this fight. Problem is, Nier is largely in charge with the Radiance. Radiant will focus down the Grimthorpe's now 2-for-2 trade, but the spin will bring down Sasquatch. Sev is on the run. He's forced away by Filsky. The force stab actually comes in handy and saves the puck. He will now phase shift again and orb away as Filsky TP's away from Nier. The force staff actually paid off big time in that fight.
Yeah, that saved the puck. That was
Maybe
pretty.
Filsky's just too good at Dota.
No, it's a bad still. Don't worry about it. But it saved him there. I'll say that fight started off pretty funny. He like snowballed on a creep or a puck or something. Yeah, he snowballed on puck that phase shifted it, and he canceled the jug TP with Walrus Punch. I think the jug TP was gonna go off, but he has a broom handle on Tusk, so he had extra rage to cancel the TP with to punch him.
In
I mean,
hindsight, maybe he wanted the Jug to leave the fight. No
yeah,
Jug, no
yeah.
Omni Slash.
Yeah, the fight ends up going up bad, so maybe that's not. It's definitely not the desired outcome.
Never stop your opponent when he's making a
Oh
mistake.
my
You know,
god.
Radiant didn't stop Jinx from stepping forward middle lane and dying, so, you know, you'd never stop your opponent when they're making a mistake. Mid T1 gets killed by Sasquatch, but Sev wants Vengeance for his tower. Doss will heal, but Filsky will just kill the Pugna instead. Then out turn the Mrcrazyguy, who will rebound away to the low ground and away from the danger.
I mean, this Pugna is doing a pretty good job this game so far.
Bind in, spin on top. Pugna has bought back Radiant. They're crumbling. That's all 3 cores dead. Sasquatch has been found. There will be no way out. That's a triple kill for Ultra Gunner. And, well, they're in a good spot again. They're in a very fantastic spot.
Yeah, they're hitting Roche. Maybe they can take it with like a bunch of Witchblade hits on the fire. Yeah, they probably got it. This game looks tough for Radiant again, though. This Alchemist died a couple too many times at this point. He has the BKB now, but now they need to like... He needs to like solo kill the puck with a blink.
They've learned from game 1. We saw last game Doss on Crystal Maiden harassing the Roshan attempt from here, but this time Sam and Jinx were on the job. They just demolished this Pugna.
Nevertheless doesn't give vision, but somehow they... Maybe that's actually why it's easier for them to just fucking kill him.
They were just tired of Doss harassing these Roshan attempts. So you know what, Doss? Go be in the fountain for a bit. No playing Dota. Don't harass a Roshan attempt.
I think they're kind of just grouped on Dire now, which I think is probably the correct play. Now this DK bolt's actually nice because he can like. I mean, he should. I think he maybe should be where the Zeus is because he can like push the mid wave out and then connect in like this area, which is kind of near mid.
Sasquatch is in danger. The question is whether or not he will die, and the answer is yeah, probably. He's being gone on by 4 heroes. Everyone but Zeus is there, and well, it will be 1 more kill to Sev, who is now up to 7 kills on this puck.
All right, this is Radiant's chance right now. Dire's gonna not bring enough heroes top lane, and they're gonna maybe feed to this Alchemist and other heroes setting up behind him.
He does have Radiance
Never
and
mind.
BKB, but Jinx just has Heavenly Jump, so he gets away, and in come the reinforcements. Filsky is the first TP, and the remainder of the team also TPs. Hobbs is in the fire. Lasso hits the Dragon Knight, but it's already Tusk dead. The trade is for Jinx, but Omnislash does a ton of damage. Alk will regen some of it up, but he's still being chased by Ultra Gunner and company. Coil hits the Alk, he goes down, they move to Pugna. Pugna will certainly go down as well. It's 3 kills for 1. He just gets maintained. Sure, this bottom tier 2 will live as a result, but Dire, some strong team Dota right there. They TP everyone in to save their Zeus top lane.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. He like reached to try to jump the Zeus under tower, probably just because Radiant feels pretty desperate. This is the only area on the map that they have, and they feel behind, so he tries to go for this Zeus kill on Hobbs. Doesn't really end up working out though, obviously.
You thought it might work out because you were predicting Dire would not TP everyone they needed. They TP'd everybody, period. Everybody but top lane. They TP'd everybody but the Zeus who's already top lane. And
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think that's because of how the fight started. I think that if it's like Seb trying to be cheeky and like catch the Alchemist or like force the Alchemist BKB, then maybe they can get that kill. But because they went aggressively on Dire, it was like more alarming to them.
back to top lane, Ultra Gunner spin reacts to Concoction, but Radiance, you mentioned they were desperate, they're still chasing. Blink in, Snowball, punch on Dragon Knight, but he's still 2/3 HP. He force-staffs himself away, and now stuns the Batrider. Concoction is being channeled. Blink in for Nephilim. Big kill on Grimstroke if he has no spells up in this fight. BKB from near, down goes Nephilim, but to the west side of the fight, Hobbs will attempt to chase down Jinx. Back to the south side of the fight. Filsky stuns Sasquatch on the Marcy as Sev coils the Batrider. Batrider gets decrept by his Pugna, now gets healed by the Pugna as well. Batrider is incredibly low, but he still now dies to Sev, who will rift in on Festival and on Doss. Punch hits the puck will phase shift, he'll attempt to get away, he'll orb, he'll jump, but there's no escape. The stun from near finishes the job. The transfer Sasquatch, Ultra gonna rise again, looking for Alchemist. Alchemist will attempt to run away, there's no BKB, there's no chemical reaction, there's no life. Thunder God's Breath finishes the job. The lone survivor Tusk will blink away, he will TP successfully. But again, another colossal team fight win for Mrcrazyguy fan club.
I mean, have they lost a single fight the entire series?
I think they had like a 3-for-1 out of their paper game 1. That's about it.
I see. Oh yeah, I mean, they just been taking fights all of today really well. Batrider also bought an Aether Lens, which I'm not a fan. He's going this like Aether Lens into Refresher build, which will be really good once he gets level 25, but it's like a very long road till then.
There's a very significant non-zero chance he will never get there this game, given he's 16 right now, and Dire are very, very strong. They're just diving tier 3 towers for Tusk kills, and Tusk will be dying to those ganks.
Yeah. I mean, Dire, they can kind of, like, what they're doing right now is they're just running back and forth between these lanes and trying to pick off heroes.
Festival will go for the desperation play on Jinx. He lassoed the Zeus, but Jinx is just fine. Ultra Gunner and Filsky arrive. That's on the run. Has BKB if he wants to TP, and that will be the play, BKB and TP. Still, I'm sure if you're Bat, you commit the BKB, you commit the lasso, you get nothing in exchange but a TP to your fountain.
Yeah, but the game definitely feels bad. Dire needs to like overcommit on one of these kills and then die for it, and that's Radiant's ticket back into the game. Kind of like this right now, but I don't think he's dying.
Yeah, self-stun from the Sev will orb and jaunt through, dispose on Dragon Knight, but Dragon Knight is a very tanky man. Snowball through, looking for Sev. He'll phase shift the stun, concoction, hits the dog, and the punch hits the Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight will be focused on the Radiant. Radiant will kill one core. The remaining two will attempt the scatter. They smoke up, now broken by Sev. Sev links away to the south. He's broken the ankles entirely of not only the Radiant players, but even me on the camera control. He will now coil to Pugna. Pugna will barely survive. Again, it's Sev being disposed. He has the orb. He has the phase shift. He went for the phase shift first. This time, can he blink? Yes, he again can. Sev plays Puck, and he plays the hero very well, and he will survive from the real Houdini player right there.
I mean, him barely escaping is nice, but that was actually a good fight for Radiant. That's like, they did get a core kill on the Dragon Knight.
More Sev salvaged the bad engagement that he chose to engage upon. That was his fight that he chose.
I mean, there's like... Yeah, I mean, if you're Puck and you're just like trying to grief the enemy team like that, you're just like blinking in and silencing and then orbing out and stuff. Like you just like blink, silence, orb, and then phase shift, and you take the orb out. And you do that a couple times to annoy them. Then, like, you only do that if you know that you can live. So honestly, it's probably Filsky's fault. He probably just shouldn't have engaged.
He just wanted to get some kills. I mean,
they thought the fight would be good. Sev wasn't trying to grief them. He generally thought that the fight was gonna end up well.
Right, back to Filsky item watch. Hulling Blade, Bracer still in inventory, Brown Boots, Octarine Core, 4-Staff Shard, going into Travels. Speaking
he
of
glazed
Filsky,
over his Octarine Core.
Oh, sorry, Octarine Core?
Yeah.
My bad, I don't know why.
You did. I was just like, you didn't say anything about it, which I was surprised by. He does have an Octarine Core.
That's the entire reason why I mentioned this item, since he had the Octarine Core. Top lane of the Orchid on Puck. Puck might just die this time. Last finish the job, but in comes the Omni Slash. Ultra Gunner looks for kills, but gets none of them quite yet. Sasquatch engages. Soulbind on Alchemist to Marcy. Marcy will fall. Alchemist gets stunned as well. Near dead. Doff's dead. Hobbs dead. 4 down. It looked so brilliant at the start with the Puck pickoff, but after that Puck kill, it was all Mrcrazyguy fan club.
Yeah, that was rough. I mean, yeah, as you said, it started off well. They're able to get the Puck kill with this surprise Orchid on near. After the BKBs run out, though, it's just like they just die immediately to the Jug Spam and Z spells. I mean, 5v5s are probably just like not possible for Radiant, but Dire's just kind of sticking together, or they're just like running from side to side. with all 5. So I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do. Like, I like a festival sitting in the bottom lane right now, trying to just push these side lanes as far as possible to force rotations. Raiding kind of has to fuck up though, like before next stages probably.
You mean Dire, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, next Aegis is anytime now, whenever Dire want to waddle on in there and take it. So it will be a 5v5 possible Roshan fight, but Dire are ahead by. It only says 3k gold, but look at the Alch effect. That is a much bigger gold gold lead than you expect from 3k, 4k gold lead.
Yeah, it's that's true actually. They did. Alchemist makes that gold lead quite alarming. Also, they just like kind of have like their cores are just scaling. I mean, I guess it's kind of because they're winning, but these like cores scale better on Dire overall. Tusk is like unless you have a really good game on Tusk, I feel like the hero can kind of like fall off in impact.
Here we go again. It's Tusk blinking away, and Radiant will leave their Nether Ward to die. Seems like the heroes get away though, so that is an actual pretty big success in that sense. Radiants seem to want to be in this area, though. They're here to fight, perhaps, but in comes the Omni Slash with the Inkswell Festival Boss. The target, but bounces to Sasquatch. Hobbs actually has 2 kills on the backlines with Nier. They bring down Sev and Nephilim. Problem is, in comes Ultra Gunner again, bringing down Hobbs. Hobbs buys back Acid Grimstone Lasso on the Zeus, as Zeus will go down the festival, but Ultra Gunner is just a very large man right now. Radiant are beginning to fall, but Nier
Spin's about to go
remains
crazy.
half HP. Spin in, but Filski is dead. Ultra Gunner is running out of backup. Hobbs might just die here, but Nier gets decrept. Ultra Gunner cannot hit this man. Ultra Gunner gets another kill on Doss. Triple kill for the Jug. He runs at Nier. Nier will run away. Sasquatch will not blink in Orchid on Jug, but Nier cannot finish the kill. Both carries are incredibly low. Neither will die.
He actually did just stand there ankling on Ultra. What a beast. Yeah. That fight was really, really close to being good for Radiant finally. But this Jug just manned up. The 5 all stats.
Actually might find the difference, but alas.
Honestly, like he was so low though. I was expecting him to die to like chase Alk for the rampage that I thought he was gonna spin and die to Netherward, but and played it well.
I would have been the ultimate fight ending play is Jug dying to Netherward, but Ultra Gunner's just too good, I suppose. Ooh, that's a finished Scotty. That is important.
Yeah, he's really strong now. Not the Scotty, as he says, gonna mess up the Alchemist. Ultra's like very close to being higher net worth than the Alch. If he didn't buy his shard, which he should buy his shard, and he did, which is correct, then he would be higher net worth than the Alchemist. Got it. Puck got the shard. I guess that makes sense because he's the only one who didn't have it.
Alright, that actually would explain it. Yeah. It's not like Puck Shard's considered that good, but
it's pretty bad. Or it's not like bad, but it doesn't do anything really.
Helps you apply Wishblade, I guess, but other than that, not much.
If you're having like a meg game and you don't have a Kaya Sanj, then it can be good to. No, actually, that's a lie because you have the 15 talent now. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I remember when that was a talents. Those were good times.
Yeah, it used to be a 10 talent.
Good times. Nier has Bloodthorn, Blink,
Ooh.
and Concoction, but cannot lock down the Puck. Puck had Lincoln's anyway, but we are seeing Nier just BKBing and TPing. There is no way to cancel that one. Sasquatch will TP, but he will not be as lucky as the Alchemist. He will fall there in that dire side track camp.
Okay, well, I mean, Nier managed to make it out alive. But, they still lost the Marcy. Like, not good for Radiant. Nice play by Seb, though. He, like, super sick. He dodged the stun by Alk pretty much.
Speaking of Sev, he finds Doss as well, and that will be both Radiant supports down for now.
Okay, I mean, they're back to our regularly scheduled, just, like, running at heroes 24/7 for Dire. Every time a hero shows, they kind of just run at him. They do have Aegis, so maybe now they'll try to go high ground. This is actually a pretty decent time to go high ground.
There's
Only
3 minutes
thing,
left too, so they have plenty of time on it.
yeah, I think they are just gonna try to siege. How close is Tusk to Axe? Oh, he's like 600 gold away.
No point booster. He has to get the courier to the secret shop, and dire of a ward to see that. Correct, it's expiring, but
You should do it right now, so that when he does get the money, he doesn't have to send it out. I mean, I guess they're backing off now, so he should probably wait on it.
Mir's attempting to farm. Sev does not want to let him
Oh.
farm, and well, the BKB is still on cooldown. The BKB nerf comes in handy. Mrcrazyguy fan club. Last patch near BKB's TPs. This time he will die. He can BKB now, but it's just too late. There is no escape. He will BKB, but there is no getting out. There is no recourse. There's no intervention.
He
There's no
can blink,
recall.
maybe?
He's just going to
that was
die.
close. Alright, nice orb by Sev. It like got him as his BKB was running out, so that he couldn't blink out. That was like he was like close to being able to blink out. I guess it doesn't save him, but just well timed.
If the kills continue, we might even see more bottom lane. They're just TPing. It's like, alright, we're on top lane. TP bottom lane. It's going to kill on Festival. He has BKB, but he's just dead. Coil committed just in case. Not even needed. It's a coil on a corpse. That's 2 more core kills. And still, Edis is up for 1 minute and 40 seconds. It's not about to die too. Everyone's just dying. Everyone is just, it's just a chain feed.
Finally about a blink on Velsky. You see how like he buys a blink and then they just win the game immediately. It's crazy how that happens.
He was trying to make the game more interesting, you know, he's trying to buy some not blink items.
Ooh,
Speaking
look
of
at that
blink,
stun
he blinks
range.
in for Pugna, and that's 4 staff into blink with Aether Lens is a very long initiation range for Pelsky.
This guy just like his goofy looking stuns. He had the dual cast range last game, and now he's got the Aether Lens cast range on Dragon Tail.
It's a nice quality of life when you just have that extra cast range. If you're used to playing a hero for 1,000 games, you suddenly increase the cast range, like, hey, this is so much easier.
Yeah, it's true. This is Megas, I think. I think they might still go. They kind of have everything on Radiant, so maybe they won't go top. Maybe they'll just.
They don't have their
keep
Tusk
working.
anymore, though, because he just dies to Omni Slash, as does the Marcy, and neither have buybacks, so Radiant went from having everything to now having a Pugna and nothing else.
He finished that axe on Tusk, but it's like too late. You need it when they're first going high ground, but now it's just kind of rough.
Well, you mentioned Megas as a possibility. We're half of the way there, but the fight will continue as Doss is annihilated by Sev. Soulbind links the remaining 2 Radiant cores together. They'll attempt the man fight that's last so long Filsky, but there's no way to sustain. Everybody's dead. It's a full 5-man life, and there is no GG. Correction, there is a GG call, and that will be a 2-0 victory, Mrcrazyguy fan club.
They played really well. Yeah, I mean, I think as far as decisive fights go, they lost like 0 the entire time, or like 5-man fights. They lost 0 the entire game. Ultra 17-0 on 15 as well. End of the game.
That means he didn't die all series, because he didn't die on Bristleback either.
Iron Beast.
Ultra Gunner Dota, man, he's back.
4-0-14 last game. That's kind of funny.
He heard the prognosticator saying, you know what, Ultra Gunner's washed, he's not that good. He's like, you know what, lads, I'm going to show you I've still got it. And he had a vintage performance tonight.
Yeah. Played really well, I think. He just like hit his timings and then won the game off. I mean, okay, it's really easy to like you can say that like all of Dire played well just because the games looked really easy. But I mean, yeah, it's probably also the side that they're playing well. Is that their games are really easy.
Man, this is remember last game how we said that Valve liked Dire's draft? They like Dire's draft even more this time. From the onset, they gave him a very good win percentage, just from minute 0 alone.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
I mean, we both like the draft. The AI liked the draft. Everyone liked. I mean, Dire probably liked their draft too. So it worked out. And I think that's a very important 2-0 victory as well. Because once again, you go into the series as this Dire team at a 5-5 record, you can really go either direction with your season from 5-5. But now they're 7-5. They beat one of the preseason favorites in a convincing 2-0. That's just a very good win right there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Dire's 5-5. Maybe they just like played uncharacteristically well this game or these games, but they look really good.
Or on the flip side, they could have played uncharacteristically poorly in 5 of their
And they're
losses.
yeah, that's true. I mean, it wasn't uncharacteristically if it's half the times, but now you can say that.
There we go. We got it. Thanks as always for joining Logical. Do you have any final analysis for the people of League of Legends?
Uh, Ultra's the goat.
All right, then. Do you have any final words, call outs, shouts to get the people of twitch.tv/Badger Pablo?
Ultra's the goat.
Same words. Convinced of them, but we are done for the night though. Thank you for tuning on in for the 2-0 victory for Mrcrazyguy fan club, beating Draiden fan club in the battle of the fan clubs. We'll be back at the very least on Saturday, July 2nd at 9 p.m. Eastern for Sus taking on Draiden fan club. Two different teams that have had a bit of an unexpectedly poor start to their season, one more than other, but what can you do in that sense? If you want me and Logical cast your games, cast your tournaments, if you want to hire us to perhaps cast your tournaments or your DPC events, then contact me on Twitter, twitter.com/BadgerDota2, or on Discord, Badger5713. But yeah, it's a pretty fun series. We'll see you soon, and as always, thank you for watching and have a great night.